I love all the different demons in the Megami Tensei franchise. It's a big part of why I have an entire ongoing series dedicated to talking about them. And one thing that regularly makes me oh so happy are to see brand new demons, or at the very least, old Kaneko demons making the leap from sprites to 3D models. Last year's Shin Megami Tensei 5 did give us quite a few brand new demons, but it was a little lackluster in that second category, and by that I mean, it was zero. However, Soul Hackers 2 was showing off that this game was going to have more 3D models of demons that didn't previously have one before the game was even officially announced. So, while Soul Hackers 2 doesn't really have much to offer as far as new demons are concerned, this title was a great way to see some familiar faces in a brand new light. So today, even though the number is a little smaller than I would have hoped, I am going to be ranking all of the new 3D demons in Soul Hackers 2. This is mostly going to be a spoiler-free video. There's really only one demon that has some kind of story significance, but for the most part, it is a spoiler-free video. Now, before I officially begin, I want to take this opportunity to thank Atlus West for providing me with an advanced copy of Soul Hackers 2. I really appreciate it, and I enjoyed using my time with it to make this video, as well as the most recent episode of the Demonic Compendium, which went up when the game came out on the 26th. Now, with all that out of the way, let's get started. Alright, so I'm going to start with the first newly 3D demon we saw, which again was before the game was even officially announced, Jutun Shay, which I believe is Chinese for pig snake. This is just a cute little watermelon pig dude. I do like the colors Kaneko used and the pattern. I think without the watermelon motif, this would not be that memorable of a demon. It wouldn't really be anything special. But I do think it's a mostly cute demon design. It's simple, it's memorable. Again, I like the watermelon pattern. I really like the animation when you see him in the Demon Recon. It's just, his little face is super cute to me. I'm going to give this guy a B. Next up is Dormarth, and if you remember, like 5 years ago, I did a video on the 10 demons I most wanted to see in 3D, and Dormarth was like number 2. She is legitimately one of my all-time favorite demons. I love her design, I love seeing her in motion here, I really hope we see her in more games moving forward. Absolutely gotta give S rank to Dormarth. I love her so freaking much. This is a top tier demon for me. Alright, then we have Helphus, and this is a design I do really like. I am a huge fan of the Demons of the Goetia. This dude fits perfectly alongside like Decarabia and Orobus. I know Kaneko has said bird demons are some of the toughest for him to design, but I think he did a good job with this one. I like it. A tier for Helphus. Really hoping we eventually see other Goetian demons in the future, like Shax and Bifrons. I am really surprised we have not had Bifrons yet. Next up is Turbo Granny, and this is just great. I love the rumor demons, like the ones based on Japanese urban legends, or even like some of the American cryptids are always really fun. These are just always a blast for me, that kind of more modern mythology. And this is it's a ghost story about an old lady who runs really fast. The backstory alone makes her an ideal choice for a 3D model because seeing her in motion is just great. Again, I don't want to go into any spoilers. There actually is a side quest in this game where you fight Turbo Granny, and it's a pretty good and unique boss fight, which really helps hammer this demon home. I can't say I love Turbo Granny or anything, but I'm not going to go any lower than a B. Alright, so this is kind of a unique and interesting one. Soul Hackers 2 brought us Doppelganger. Now, you could argue that we've had Doppelganger in 3D before, if you want to count Kageboshi from King of Badin, but this is both the first time the 3D model has actually been called Doppelganger, and is a recruitable demon, so I'm gonna count it. The design is the common tradition of this demon in the franchise, of being the protagonist of the game, but mostly in shadow, with the big creepy grin and crackles of electricity. I guess basically whether or not you like this version of Doppelganger depends on if you like Ringo's design, which I do. So yeah, it's a good design, I loved seeing it in 3D, and I love just having the recurring theming of Doppelganger. I would love to see Doppelganger in like every Megami Tensei game, 3D or otherwise. A tier. Alright, so these next 5, I'm gonna do all at once, and I do have to put a little bit of an asterisk on these ones. So we've got Strawberry Frost, Bee Hawaii Frost, Melon Frost, Lemon Frost, and Milk Keen Frost. Now, first of all, you could argue this is not the first time these 5 have appeared in 3D, since card versions of them were seen in the MMO title, Shin Megami Tensei Imagine, but I'm still gonna count them here. Secondly, you might remember from my Strange Journey ranking video that I couldn't really think of any Jack Frost variants that wouldn't get an S rank from me. I think I said something along those lines. That said, if I were to rank each of these Frost Boys individually, I would probably give them A's. They are just Jack Frost, which is an S-tier design, but different colors. There's nothing that special or unique to them that I think makes them keep that S rank. However, if I were to rank all 5 of them as Frost 5, even though that singular demon does not exist in Soul Hackers 2, yeah, Frost 5, I would give an S rank. No doubt about that. So these 2 are not really demons, but I'm going to rank them anyway because the total number for this game is actually smaller than I was expecting. So first of all, we have Mimi, which is Fig's little owl-shaped drone. It basically acts as the mascot character for this title, and it's cute. I like Mimi's design. I love the color scheme. I really like how big and floppy the wings are. It's fun. I'm probably going to go B tier for Mimi. Then there's Xenon, who, minor spoiler warning, is a Zoma, which are basically man-made demons that have had a few forms in previous Devil Summoner games, like Zed and stuff. So it's kind of cool that Xenon is a Zoma and not just a person. His design is fine, he is very lacking as a character. He's just kind of like silent muscle that exists to raise the stakes a little bit. I would probably go higher if they'd done more with him, because I like the idea, and the design is alright, but in good conscience, I don't think I can go higher than a C on this one. And that is actually it for new 3D demons in the base game. Like I said, this number did end up being smaller than I was hoping for. I mean, 5 out of 10 were just Jack Frost palette swaps, and then I added 2 just to try and be generous. But I do have a few others to discuss thanks to this game's DLC. I know the DLC package on this game has been a little controversial. I am not here to get into that. I am just here to talk about some demons. And that means addressing the elephant in the room that is Ihokun. You may notice I don't have any footage of her because as of the time of making this video, only people who went with the Premium Deluxe Digital Edition got Iho, which means my advanced digital copy that Atlus West sent me and the super expensive collector's edition both leave me lacking Iho, which kinda sucks. I'm not gonna pretend it doesn't. That aside, Iho as a demon is an S rank. Like I said, I love the Jack Frost variants. I love them even more when they are Jack Frost as a protagonist. So, yeah, love her, top tier, S rank, all that good stuff. I do still think she should have been called Ringho. Next up is Armighty. I've been staring at this thing for like 15 minutes, and I got nothing. Like, it's cool to see it in 3D, I'm always happy to see that. I do like the shade of pink, it's kind of nice, but I really don't have any strong feelings one way or the other on this one. C tier. Then we have Namissa, who feels very weird to judge like she's just a normal demon. It'd be like if I talked about Nocturne demons and included like Dante or Rido. It is still really cool that she's here. Like, I like seeing her again. It's a nice callback to the original game. It's cool seeing her as a demon. It's cool seeing her as 3D. Apparently they did get Laura Bailey back to record some lines for her, which is neat. I think, personally, I would have given Namissa a B, but really, given her pedigree in the franchise, I will bump that up to an A. And lastly, a large part of the Lost Numbers DLC mission pack involves fighting these crazy Zoma versions of certain demons. I'm not going to rank any of those separately, but I am going to comment on the return of the Dolly Cadmon. This ugly doll is the basis for the Zoma, and it was really cool to get a chance to see this again in this title, and in 3D, if only briefly. That said, it's just kind of tiny and ugly and little clay doll. It's interesting, it's a little haunting, but I'm probably just gonna give it a C. Alright, and that covers just about every newly 3D demon in Soul Hackers 2. While I would have liked to have seen more, I do feel like most of what we got was really good. We finally got Dormarth, and a new Jack Frost variant, and a speedy old lady. Who are some of your favorite demons in Soul Hackers 2? And what are some demons you hope to see in 3D one day? Let me know in the comments below, and until next time, take care.